they're about our own talents and what we think we can do with them, or a company we want to start, or an idea we want to develop. And these are the dreams that we chase even when we know that the odds are against us. And I don't have to tell any of you the resilience it takes to keep going in the face of a lot of people who want to remind us that we are heading down the wrong road. But oftentimes in our pursuit of these dreams, we don't bother to check the engine light. We just want to keep driving a few more miles. God forbid we should stop the car and check the tires or look at the oil gauge. It's just all about gas. It's just pedal to the metal. Go, go, go. And that may very well be what we needed to do to get us that far. But when the car finally does come to a stop, either through success or through failure, we may have no idea where we are, or even worse, we may have no idea who we are. And that's exactly what happened to me. I was so busy defining myself by what I did or what I was trying to do that when it all stopped, I had no idea what to do next. Because all I ever knew was how to act. All I ever wanted to do was act. From the time I was 11 years old, I dreamed of acting. I thought I was born to do it. I did it my whole life. And when my career came to a grinding, screeching halt, when I was faced with the uncertainty that I might never be hired as an actor again, I had to ask myself a question I'd never asked myself before, which is, if I can't act, who am I? I'd only ever valued myself through my work. I'd only defined myself through my work. That's who I was. But if that wasn't going to be a possibility anymore, then who am I when all I am left with is just me? It's not something I ever thought I'd have to contemplate. So this is some of the work that I have been trying to do. And while I don't want to sugarcoat this devastating time that we're in, I am hoping that I can encourage you to see an opportunity in all of this and turn this into a positive. Sure, there may be issues to deal with in your business life, but there's nothing more important than your life. And I know it might be hard to hear right now, but it's at these kinds of moments that we have the chance to remember that the most important thing in life is our health, our physical health, but also our mental health, the health of our family, of our children, of our parents, if we're still lucky enough to have them with us. And right now, we have this opportunity to just stop and reflect on our lives and maybe even learn a little bit more about ourselves. Because as bleak and as horrible as things can be and can look, as they did for me 2 years ago and as they might look for you right now, it will get better. No doubt your questions will be different from mine and they will change over time because it's a process. And I'm still in my process. But this is a process that has allowed me to ask other questions I'd never ask, have conversations I'd never had, delve into issues I'd long avoided, face truths I'd kept hidden, and confront traumas I had always denied. So I hope that you too can find out, as painful as these moments are, as difficult as the questions you may ask yourself might be, that you will soon discover a new part of you that has been begging to be heard. And I know as you sit there in your living room or in your office at home, it might feel a long way away, but before you know it, it's going to be back to business as usual, which is all the more reason to take this moment now to engage in your life in a new way. And believe me, I know it's not easy to do. It's not even easy to talk about. And if I didn't have someone checking in on me every day, I'm not sure how I could have gotten through the first day, let alone this day. And let me leave you with this. This past week, I got a letter from someone asking me to sign an American Beauty poster. And as I was looking at the poster, I noticed just under the title are two words, two really simple words. It says, "Look closer." And I realized I never really saw that before. I mean, yeah, I saw it. I mean, I must have looked at that poster more times than I can count, but I never really saw it. I never really stopped and looked closer at my own life. But when you do stop and explore the personal, the spiritual, your health, your relationships, the changes can be real and the rewards will keep coming. And even though we do want to conduct ourselves with the appropriate social distancing, we can still be kind, because kindness at any different distance brings us closer. So begin by being kind to yourself. Might be the hardest place to start. It certainly was for me. When my business partner, Evan Lowenstein, and I went to Munich in 2016, when I gave the keynote, we had an incredible experience. And when we returned in 2017, we were welcomed again with such friendship by our partners. So I thank the entire Bits and Pretzels family. And I particularly want to say thank you to the Bits and Pretzels team for having asked me to join you all today. I hope it won't be too long before we're all back together sharing a night in one of those outrageous tents in Munich, hearing amazing stories of how you got through this difficult time. I'm looking forward to seeing you in your tight-fitting leather pants, your lederhosens, as you like to call them, and drinking way too many steins of beer and sharing the camaraderie that's always made Bits and Pretzels such a sought-after destination. Until then, thank you for allowing me to share some of my thoughts. I hope in some small way I've been able to bring you some comfort. Keep fighting the fight, stay safe and healthy, and take care of yourselves and those you love.